Okay guys, today we're going to be making some more pasta sauce, and I started off with 3 strainers full of tomatoes. This one's going to be wine-based, so I'm going to go ahead and put in this entire bottle of Pinot Noir. You can use whatever wine works for you. I just really lean towards red wines, and this one was on sale. I truly mean just the entire bottle. I've got 2 white onions. I'm going to go ahead and get those chopped up and added to my pot. I've got those chopped up and added in. You can always roast these before you put them in. It adds another depth of flavor, but we're going fast mode today. I just kind of want whatever is easiest so I can get this on the stove and get on with what I have to do for the rest of the day. So I've got my onions added. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in some minced garlic. Again, easy mode, pre-minced garlic. I'm going to go ahead and add in some salt. So for now, I can always add more later. Can't take salt out. If you do make something that's too salty, if you like cut up a piece of potato and put it in there, it absorbs some of the salt, so that should be able to help you. But you go too far with salt, like too far, you're just kind of stuck with the amount you've added. Now I'm going to add in some peppers from the garden. I'm just going through the stuff that's been sitting in my fridge too long. So I've got some Thai chili peppers, some poblano peppers, and these Korean gochujang peppers. I'm going to get them kind of cut up and added into my pot. So all my peppers are added. If you wanted more depth of flavor, you could roast these first. I'm trying to get this in the pot and going. So now that I've got this all in here, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the stove, and we're just going to put it at a low heat, and we're going to leave it cooking all day. Partway through the day, I'm going to go ahead and use my immersion blender so that I don't have all these like giant chunks of things. Cook it down some more. When I get to the right consistency, we're going to go ahead and start canning it up. Something to consider when you are putting all these ingredients in here. All these peppers are going to make for a nice sauce with like a little bit of a kick for right now. But once you can it, a lot of that spice goes away when you go to like use it later. So if you're wanting to save that spice for later, I would definitely wait and add the peppers when you use some of your canned sauce. But if you're wanting to use it right now, you may as well just throw it in the whole batch. I have peppers I'm trying to use up, so this is the perfect time for me. But if I want to have this same level of spice, I'm going to need to add more peppers in later when I go to use this in future after it's been canned. So it's been about 3 hours, and I'm going to use my immersion blender to get all of this kind of combined. So this is what it's looking like now that I've got it all combined. I'm going to go ahead and add in some flour. I have an unbleached bread flour. That's just the flour I keep in my house for my usual flour kneading purposes. You can use whatever flour works for you, or even cornstarch. And I'm going to combine that in here with my immersion blender again, and that's just going to help kind of thicken up this sauce. I just sprinkled some in. That's about what I landed at, because I'm making kind of a big batch. I'm sure there are actual like exact quantities you can find somewhere. I'm just going to start with this, and I'm going to let this cook down for another like probably 5 hours. We'll see where it's at. I can always add more flour if I feel like it needs it, but now we're just thickening up this pasta sauce until it's ready to can. Okay guys, so I ended up with this big jar that I'm going to be keeping in the fridge just for use throughout the next week or 2. And the rest of it I put into this big bowl to cool, and I'm actually going to just freeze it in freezer bags. I don't feel like doing the whole canning process today, so freezer bags for me, probably not world's best food storage practice, but that's what I'm going to do. It turned out phenomenal. Let me know if you guys have any questions.